welcome to DadFC video number 2. This is the Q&A, questions from and for new dads and dads to be. I'm going to jump straight into this again. We've got 3 questions again today. Question number 1 from Stu in Colchester is, what do you think about dads who sleep in another room? That's a great question, Stu. I presume that you're talking about dads who are sleeping in another room to the mum who probably has the baby in that room as well. So let's call that room the main room, the one with the mum in, and the one that you're in is the back garden or the shed or the spare room or something like that. It's normal. It's much more normal than you probably think. You don't hear about it. This kind of has some negative connotations. Personally, I haven't done it myself. The reasons, or if I just talk you through what we kind of did, is had the first few weeks when we're both at home after the baby's born. Obviously that's an exhausting period of time. The baby needs rest, the mum needs rest, and to be honest, even you will need some rest. But that was very much getting your hands dirty as much as the mum gets her hands dirty with getting up in the night for the baby, as much as you can. Obviously you can't breastfeed if your wife's breastfeeding, but you know, doing anything you can to kind of literally just pick up the baby and bring it to the mum is help indeed, believe me. When you go back to work, people play it in different ways. Sometimes the dads will still get up in the week with the mum. Sometimes the dads would just do the weekends. Sometimes the dads won't do anything in the nights, they just take over in the morning. Sometimes people do a shift when the dad will do from like say 8 o'clock until midnight, and the mum will do from midnight until 6-7 in the morning. There's so many ways to do it, and you can easily open up a can of worms if you kind of start to say this is the one way. You know, there's nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with the dad sleeping in another room if that's what works for that couple. If both of them are happy, both of them know that the dad's going to be sleeping in another room, and it works for all of them, then that's much better. I mean, at the end of the day, the alternative, if both of those parents are happy with that situation, the alternative is that the dad would be in the same room, be absolutely exhausted, and then not be able to, one, obviously be effective at work, but mainly when he comes home he wouldn't be as effective and have his wherewithal to deal with the little one during the day when he is at home. So you know, as long as that gives him the space and the energy to actually be able to put more in when he is awake and when he is at home, then all the better. Question number 2, and this is from Callum in Leicester, potentially a Leicester City fan. If he wasn't before, perhaps he was a United fan or something like that. I bet he is now this season. Good luck to Leicester, they're almost there. Question number 2, have you had non-alcoholic beers, lame or a decent alternative for dads? Great question, Callum. My personal opinion on non-alcoholic beers, I've tried them. I've tried quite a few of them. I went through a little period, I think it was dry January, when I was like, okay, this is my alternative. They serve a purpose for many people. I've even seen them at a kid's party once. So it kind of makes sense. It's something a little bit different, I guess, to just having water if you know that you can't have any beers. I tell you what we should do. We should do a test. I should get the Beck's Blue. I should get the Cobra Zero or whatever it's called. And there's Bavaria. You can see I have had them. And there's a few others as well. I should do a taste test and kind of give you all a bit of an analysis. And actually, to be honest, there's even the non-alcoholic wine that I actually just saw a bottle in the co-op. So get down there, get yourself a non-alcoholic wine as well. Who knows? Let's test all those out. There's nothing wrong with non-alcoholic beers, I don't think. I get that it's not to everyone's taste. I get that it's not a manly thing to have. I was once caught with Beck's Blues in co-op. Accidentally, the cardboard casing broke. One of them smashed on the floor. Embarrassed, I kind of moved away. got another pack instead, only for another customer to see those on the floor. And he was shocked, he was surprised. He wasn't surprised that there was a big mess of smashed glass on the floor. He was surprised that they were Beck's Blue. I was kind of hiding and, had my new ones and just hiding them on the side. And just told the co-op staff, can you just clean up that pretty quickly down there? More out of embarrassment with the Beck's Blue than the broken glass. But no, nothing wrong with non-alcoholic beers in my eyes. I'm going to get killed for that. Question number 3 from Tom in Edinburgh. How do you deal with tantrums? My 2-year-old has tantrums at bath time every night. Tom, fantastic question. Tantrums, like all of these things, there's not just one way of dealing with it. My suggestions, because we've had this time and time again, and you think, why can't you deal with it? If you do it one night and you sort it out, why can't it work the next night? And things just change all the time. Your little one's changing all the time. So what works for one night, what works for one set of parents, what works for one kid, won't necessarily work for the next one. My general rule of thumb tips are distractions. Go for any distractions. Be positive. So keep the way you're talking as positive and calm as you can do. And 3, shift it so that the little one is giving you support and help rather than you telling them what to do. Actually, number 4 as well is preparation, and number 5 is routine. So try and keep the same bedtime routine so that they kind of know what's coming. Prepare them for it, so before you kind of just say switch the TV off, or bring them in from the garden or whatever, stop them playing, kind of tell them that it's coming so they kind of know. So at 5 to 7, if you're going to put them upstairs at 7, let them know that it's coming. Let them feel a bit more in control and prepared. No one likes to be kind of lifted out of their domain. Imagine if your missus just came in and turned the football off. You might be pretty annoyed at that. So that's kind of the equivalent for them. But yeah, keep it fun, keep it happy. Some distraction techniques that have worked well for me recently are kind of adding a bit more excitement to bath time. So one of the things I'll do is, so this is the edge of the door, and I will say, let's go and play the monster game, and the monster will reach his hand around and grab me and pull me outside the door, and it just makes her laugh and she enjoys it. So that then becomes part of the bath time routine. So it's kind of finding the things that work for your little one. I hope that helps, Tom. A fantastic question. Other dads, if you got any ideas, any tips, please put that down in the comments for Tom there. That's me signing off for today. Any more questions, fire them over in the comments. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Cheers. That's the final whistle. Oh, and subscribe to the channel, please. Thanks, bye.